You're tuned into news across the galaxy where they talk all things LA Galaxy with the Nag Boys. Let's start nagging.
What a ball from Ricky Peach.
News across the galaxy. Keep on nagging, guys. Your six-time MLS Cup champion, LA Galaxy.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in any nights. I believe in any nights. It's been to London, Paris, Tokyo, America, Scotland, and Canada, and Mexico. Welcome to News Across the Galaxy, where we talk all things LA Galaxy. My name is Eddie Nags, as you may have heard. And coming to you live from Indianapolis, I am joined by El Willis. What's up, Willis?
What's up, y'all?
He's there.
I'm back. I'm back.
There he is. And then we have Anonymous over here. Default character. No profile picture available.
Hasn't been on
Edgar
live.
Zuniga. All right. I don't know what's going on, but he was here just a second ago, right before
Technical
this epic,
difficulties, maybe.
What?
Oh, he said technical difficulties.
All right, technical
Oh, yeah.
difficulties for Edgar. So I guess we'll stall a little bit. First off, how are you guys doing? Well, it's nice to see you for what, 3 in a row, I think?
Oh no, I went 2 in a row, then took one off, and then third one.
Still impressive.
3 out of 4. 3 out of 4 ain't bad. It's still passing.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, no, I'm chilling, bro. Just enjoying Sunday, and jump on for nagging for a little bit. It's all good.
Chuyasu?
All good, man. It's been a really good weekend. A lot of fun activities. I am tired.
Yeah, speaking of tired, I'm tired as shit. So, obviously, I don't have much social media presence, but if you walk with us here, you know I am currently in Indianapolis. I came to enjoy the Royal Rumble, and man, if you're a wrestling nerd and you know, there's those people. I forgot what somebody told me. I'm joined by Guti over here, by the way. Guti came on this show. We came on this trip. There's a term for people that jump into WWE back in WrestleMania season. So we met like some of those people, and if you're one of those, even if you're just a casual or whatever, I know Chewy hasn't finished yet. Edgar's not back yet, but fuck, this has been like the best Royal Rumble like in years. I know Chewy enjoyed the women's, even that one was definitely great.
Yeah,
I
man.
don't watch it as much anymore. I stopped watching after that Brock Lesnar fiasco, bro. Seriously,
man,
I stopped.
I enjoy it. I enjoy it 100% because there's 2 Tejanas in there and there's one from my hometown.
Yeah.
So
Sick.
I'm happy, bro. I'm very happy that she's there, and it's just dope. And she's dope too. Like, she grew in WWE really well. So hell yeah.
And I think Chewy would have been here, but you know, Chewy had schedule conflicts. But because one thing I know about Chewy is when it comes to these trips, he's usually the right hand man. And well, the reason I'm in Indianapolis, again, I'm stalling for Edgar, which looks like he's ready to go, is because I'm a huge Cena fan. Trying to give him so many spoilers, but
Don't do it. Don't do it.
But if you lean a little bit up, if you get on your tippy toes, we understand.
word life only. Anyways, yeah, but then schedule conflicts, Chewy not here, and then
Yeah. Family
Mania is
commitments.
in Vegas, which would have been ideal, but we got Coachella weekend that weekend too, so that's how I ended up here. And
Sick.
I gotta say, I'm glad because yeah, it isn't exactly like there's so much to do here, and like let's come here for a week, but uh, maybe you guys get a chance to talk to Guti at some point, and he can tell you it's a really nice city. Like the town looks dope. It looks like something you see on like Seventh Heaven and shit, you know, or one of those kind of shows.
What?
It's so clean. And when you
Hey,
back,
Hey man, I took you guys. We went together where they murdered like hundreds of people. Okay, we slept right next to all those graves.
Oh, what the heck?
the Alamo.
We went to San Antonio, Texas.
Oh, the Alamo.
Yep,
Nice.
we slept next. Like literally, the hotel was right next to the Alamo.
I mean, San Antonio's not a bad town. It's just fucking small.
Yeah, there ain't nothing to do, bro.
All right, let's get Edgar back in here. I think he's on.
Yeah. Wrestling and barbecue.
Shoot through, Edgar.
And,
Yeah.
oh,
What's
and
up,
then
man?
I gotta touch on this last thing, right? It's funny that you guys sent this video about how people were stuck and whatnot. When I said this off air, like people are just lazy. We parked 2 blocks away, and we literally walked to our car and we drove back to our Airbnb. We're gonna get back home. Like,
I'm so far away. So far.
yeah, and one thing I want to touch on here about Indianapolis is like I get reminded every time I go to another city that I think Edgar's trying to talk, but he's just like moving his lips. Every city that we go to, I'm reminded that LA set up for stadiums. 'Cause I don't want some leva coming in here and quoting and saying our stadium location sucks. Stadiums locations suck here in LA, dude, compared to everyone else. It just so much cooler, so much to do. Like,
Yeah.
you know, walk from one place, like, you know, a bar, a restaurant, whatever have whatever have you, and go straight to your stadium with a bunch of fans. Like LA Live kind of has that, but it's like you had to come to these 3-4 restaurants or whatever. And
True.
everywhere else is like for blocks, you know. And Indianapolis is just like that too.
Soccer team soon?
They have a
Maybe.
soccer team. They have a USL, I think. They have Indy 11s.
MLS team, I meant.
No, I don't.
No, not really.
I don't
know.
think there is.
Should be.
Their stadium's huge for the outside. It's like this big fucking factory type fucking thing.
Yeah, it's
Where's
a fun side
Edgar?
though.
He came in and just started moving his lips and not saying words.
No, Edgar. Cool.
No, Edgar?
No, Edgar. Well, I mean, the stadium should be huge because it's a cold stadium, right? That's where
Yeah.
you guys. Yeah. So.
But
How was the atmosphere though?
Oh, dude, it was so dope. The pops were loud as fuck. Joe Henry got a
That's
fucking
what's up.
loud ass fucking pop. He got one of the loudest, I think. Cena obviously got a loud one because of the farewell tour.
And it's Cena,
Rolling.
bro.
Feel bad. So we're talking about this. Guti was mentioning it. Some of the women just like that they don't really know. Like you're just crickets.
A lot of them I didn't know, bro. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Yeah, it was definitely reflected.
Is that my
in-
tia? Is that my tia?
And then
Yeah,
one
some of the
women,
NXTs
Alexa I think she got the loudest pop.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. You like her and Charlotte probably got the loudest pops.
Yeah.
At least on when I was watching on TV.
All right, this is the last thing because I know people are like, "What the fuck are you guys talking about?" There he is.
Hey, let's go.
But I feel bad for the tag match because quickly watch it after. Apparently, it's pretty good. But the women's was first, and then it went on to the tag, and crowd just couldn't get into it. No
Man.
reactions, no. But it was supposedly really good. Yeah, I'll have to watch it again. But Edgar, you back?
Yes.
Yes,
There he
sir.
is.
I'm back.
Let's go.
Having a 4-year-old is an adventure. Let me tell you.
Okay, somebody's voice sounds echoey. Apparently, is it me?
I don't know. Could be me.
Oh, I think
not
the
really.
last setup that Chewy had was been doing that. I think we're better now. Thanks, Edgar. So we're gonna blame it on you. What's up, Edgar? How you doing?
I'm all right, man. It's been a very long, busy weekend, but I'm doing great. It's actually really warm right now over here, man. And so it's like we were talking about last week. We want to have the nice, cool weather, but no, it's already getting hot. It's supposed to be like 80 plus by the end of the month. So, bleh. Anyway, nice to see you, Eddie.
In Edgar's area, because it's a very different climate over here where I'm at.
Yeah, I'm in Nag Tower East.
Well, I'm
Anyway,
in Nag Tower, further east.
Further.
Edgar, no spoilers. Just agree, because we've been on this a long time trying to stall for you. One of the best Royal Rumbles in a long time.
yeah, that's not such a big fan of the result in at least in the women's one, but overall, I thought it was pretty well booked. I wish there were more surprises with the in the men's rumble. I keep hearing rumors that maybe Matt Cardona might show up or Aleister Black, but spoiler alert, sorry, they didn't show up. At least we got to see Joe
You ruined it for me.
Hendry
Well,
and
here,
Miguel
Ruined
Berry
it.
showed up. I heard
let's
too.
let's get into it. I got a real surprise for you. So,
The
in case you and unless you were living under a rock, you may have heard that the Galaxy have made another move from rumors to gone in like 2 days. Dejan Joveljic was on his way to Tigres, and suddenly Sporting Kansas City came in, and Peter Vermees once again said, "Fuck you, Galaxy," and
Yep.
Dejan Joveljic is now a part of Sporting Kansas City. $4 million deal. If I'm not mistaken, they use that new rule, right, where it's straight up cash.
Yep.
Yep.
No Zelle, homie. No Venmo. Cash.
No.
freaking
Hand delivered in pennies.
Tigres,
Milo
Tigres
told
was
me
all happy.
The rent
It was
deposit,
about
baby.
it was about to happen, and then Kevincho puts out a tweet, and what the fuck? He's in Kansas now.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
Um,
How does that even happen, dude?
It's just the way it is, MLS.
How did they poach him from
MLS.
Tigres is my question. Because I'm assuming Tigres
No,
was
but
bidding high, especially on the salary. They really don't have any restrictions there.
I mean, the money favored Galaxy going in the league. It didn't
Yeah,
favor
there's a lot of.
Dejan.
If you sit down and you look at the whole details of the contract, it makes more sense to do it within the league rather than sending them out to Liga MX. But like a lot of people have been saying, like, couldn't you guys have sent them to the Eastern Conference, man? You guys sent us to a team that's right here, in the West. But hey, you know what? They probably had discovery rights for him, so that's probably why he ended up going to Kansas City.
Nah, but one thing too though, like you still need some good midfield for Dejan to be good.
Yeah.
So I'm not too, I'm not too scared of what Casey does.
No, it's the same. I agree with you in that. And then I know I said it was a bit of a surprise, but
You
I
got
think it's been
muted.
time. Oh.
All right,
Let's see here.
No,
No,
you're good. You're good. You're good.
I'm good. Okay. Yeah, I know you. I used surprise. I said surprised earlier, but I think we talked about it before. It wasn't really a surprise, right? I think I even said at some point that if he was gonna go, I'd rather do it now than in the summer, and it'd be like, oh fuck, what's going on? What are we gonna do now? So now at least now it gives us time to find the replacement for Dejan instead of wondering who the hell is gonna be our striker. And I guess the only issue I have with it, right? And I do agree with Chewy as far as that he needs to be fed, but I still don't like that we're doing these deals with teams within our conference, right? These are teams that need these people, that need these, which is very strange to not get more, right? I think Dayon we could have gotten more for Dayon as well. I don't care what anybody says. I think the Markey deal was a bad deal in the sense of where he went to and what we got back from him. And then same thing with Dayon because just like LAFC, Kansas was in need of that position as well. They lost Alan Pulido, It's like, all right, cool. They need a new number nine. Here we go. Nah, they just made us a better offer. Here, take them for cheaper. I don't know. I don't like that part of the deal. But as far as him leaving, not a surprise because I assume he wants his bag, right? And as he should. He should get his money. But even if the Galaxy wanted to, they couldn't. There was no rule. There's no DPs. You're not going to give up Painsil, Peck, or Puj to give they on that bag.
Yeah, our good friend Cameron Collins, who covers Seattle Sounders, he kept posting. Every time I posted that somebody was leaving LA Galaxy, he kept saying, "Stop sending talent to the Western Conference, opponents." And then when he found out about Denny, he's like, "Damn it! I thought we said stop sending guys to to the Western Conference." So, making these teams better. And it's true. It's echoing what you just said. But I think the big surprise was that everybody was hearing about him probably heading off to Tigres, but we hadn't heard anybody say anything. Like there was no Fabricio mentioning rumors. There was no Tom Bogert mentioning rumors. But then, uh, like out of nowhere, right? I mean, because they literally came out of nowhere. I mean, who the hell was thinking Kansas City, right? And then all of a sudden you see Tom Bogert talking about it, and I was like, no, 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 don't you put that evil on me, Bobby. And there it was, man. And um it felt frustrating because I feel like if you look at his value, his worth and transfer market, at least he's listed at 6.5 million euros, which translates to about $6.7 million. And so you would think they would get something around that, you know, but they did not. Um, and this is where we get into a discussion about, damn, why is it that MLS punishes teams that win? We've seen it happen throughout the entire history of this league. I mentioned last time I saw it happen when DC United won in the early years. They took them apart to the point where they've been obsolete for almost 20 years now, right? No, it's been more than 20 years. And so LA Galaxy's been fortunate that they've been able to reload, here and there, with good choices, and and getting, let's be honest, they got some favors in the past too when they got Beckham, and they changed some rules to make it work. But um nowadays, unless you got Don Garber's blessing, good luck trying to stay competitive, right? Because as soon as Inter Miami joined the conversation, all of a sudden LAFC started losing their talent. All of a sudden Columbus Crew started losing their talent. And now LA Galaxy's up next. And meanwhile, Inter Miami just keeps reloading and adding more people to the menu.
What do you mean you're having trouble keeping players?
And then I'm gonna counter on that one in a bit. I want to hear what Willis thinks about this move.
Ah, man. I think it's kind of a bittersweet moment. I think for a lot of people. Because you want to see Dejan Jovic after the year that he had. After everything, all the sweat and tears that he put into this club, the hard work that he put into the club, you want to see him succeed, right? But you just don't. Why did you have to let him go? And then, like Eddie said, to a rival, basically, a competitor of the West that we know is gonna be one of the, if not, I mean, it's gonna be one of the top teams, I would say, in the Western Conference this year coming up. Um, there usually are direct competitors: them, Seattle, Houston, um, Leva. So I think that's the part that hurts the most. But other than that, I mean, dude, if he's chasing his bag, let him get it.
Yeah.
If the Galaxy wasn't willing to offer him that money and he showed you what he can do, he won you the championship. That goal, man, was the championship winner. He
Well,
he
and that
talked
must
the
the game
talk and
against Seattle too.
walked the walk, bro. So you had to pay him, and if you weren't gonna pay him, then that's what happens, dude. And that's what happens with championship teams in a lot of American sports too. You win a championship, and everybody got to get paid. Everybody got to
Well,
get paid, bro.
well, I mean, just real quick before Eddie jumps in, just want to say that we've heard that, how like championship teams, end up getting taken apart. It only happens in MLS. when you really think about it. You look at the other
It's
major
not true.
sports, and no, it's true. You look at their sport. Why is Kansas City still good in the NFL? I mean, they're like on behemoth mode at this point. Forget beast mode. They're like on freaking Leviathan mode. They're like destroying everybody left and right, and you don't see the
Yeah,
NFL
but they
going
lost
in
players.
taking them apart. You saw San Francisco fall apart because they had a lot of they had issues. Like a guy literally got shot, and then they had all these
Yeah.
injuries on the team, and there's all these other issues, and you see other teams struggle to keep up. But it's something in Major League Baseball. A lot of people are saying the Dodgers are breaking the system because they keep buying all these high price players. Well, the Dodgers have so many millionaire owners that they can afford to do that. The Yankees did it for decades, and there was nothing anybody could do because they're the damn Yankees. And it also happened in the NHL. Like way back in the day, it's just way back. You look at the Montreal Canadiens; they have 27 Stanley Cups because at one point they would go and like pretty much pirate all the best talent from all the teams in the league and just like hoard it, and they would keep it. Well, when the NASL was around, you had teams like the Cosmos and maybe the Aztecs, right, who would try and get some of the best talent because they had the biggest owners. I mean, at one point, Elton John was an owner of the LA Aztecs, right? And they brought in George Best, but they would try to get all the best players, and the other teams would be screwed out of talent. And but then those teams collapsed when all those big players retired and they couldn't keep bringing in people into the league. Well, MLS doesn't want that to happen. MLS wants to make sure that there's no dynasties. You don't have like a Bayern Munich winning 10 years in a row because people lose interest, right? They want to see more parity, but it comes at a heavy cost. So if you win, expect to get punished, especially for a team like LA Galaxy, which was in the middle of a rebuilding phase, right? And maybe if they don't win, maybe they can re-sign these guys and they continue being part of that rebuilding phase. But I know you're wagging your finger, Eddie. But we spoke about this last week, where you expect some of these guys to move on in the middle rebuilding phase because you're bringing in people that will eventually fit the system, and you can build a dynasty. But the fact that they won, all of a sudden you're losing guys that you saw fit key roles in the team,
Yeah.
and which they're kind of irreplaceable at this point, and so you kind of have to start from scratch, bringing in other players that will try to fit the mold, or that maybe now Vanny and his coaching staff have to figure out how they can keep winning by bringing in these guys and using what skills they have and keeping things going. But yeah, it is difficult. Um, and I'm gonna pass it over to you, Eddie, real quick. But there was that somebody tweeted out a video of Marco Royce where he was riding a bike, and when somebody's asking him what he thinks about the whole thing with Dayon leaving, and I'm not gonna go word for word and explain it, but he was frustrated, and he says he doesn't get it, he doesn't understand, but it pretty much in so many words he says that it's frustrating that winning, just because you won a championship, you get punished, and now you have to lose all these key players, all these friends that you made in the club. So.
Yeah.
And somebody will say,
And
"Well, he's new to the league. He doesn't understand." Well, you know what? We've been around forever, and I still don't get it. But
Still don't understand it.
I'm
yeah.
glad that was a really quick take, Edgar.
No, but it's true though. It's very foreign, right?
That's true.
It's foreign to any league in the sport, right? You bring in someone that watches the NBA or NFL, and you try to explain that the salary is divided in this way, and then some of it goes towards lunch and Gatorade. They're like, what the fuck? It's so.
The orange slices,
But
all of it.
yeah, it's like it's a foreign concept, like even in within our own country, dude. This whole Gantam, DPs, U-22 initiatives. Nobody else does anything like that. So
Well,
what I was gonna say,
no, what's
my
his
bad.
face? F1 is doing that, and basically 2 years ago, F1 started doing that. You have three DPs, basically, like converting it to soccer terms. You have three DPs on your team, and you have a cap, and that includes food, that includes repairman, that includes everybody else, right? And technology. Like F1 is just started doing cap plus three DPs basically on your team. So they're getting a lot of backlash, but hey, it's so that everybody competes evenly,
I
not
absolutely.
mean,
Ferrari or Mercedes being like the top team 10 years in a row.
I mean, think
well, there's
about all
pros and
those. I
cons
mean,
to it,
if you
bro.
think about Formula One, you think about teams that won all these championships with like Lewis Hamilton, Michael Schumacher before that, and I mean, you got a team, you got a good driver, and you have all the money. Formula One, there's the haves and the have-nots, but now like Chewy said, now they're trying to even things out, and of course, there's people are going to be upset, right? But
But I
man,
think
we
that's
live
what
that
makes it
reality
good,
in
though.
MLS every day, man.
That's what makes it good, though.
Yeah.
Like there's different
It makes you
champions,
think.
and it's a different story every season, basically.
Makes you think, makes you get new pieces, move pieces, makes you do
Hmm.
better stuff. And you know what? That 30 for 30 or whatever the hell Netflix is doing, it'll give for good content too for that. Because now you have to get new players, put them up to speed, or at least get them to mesh with your team.
And I forgot who said it. Someone said it in a lot of ways. MLS is the most challenging league in the world. Not on the field, but off the field is definitely one of the most challenging. But what I was gonna get at with that to Edgar was like you have to think about the contracts that we got rid of. Right? They were who? Dayon, Brugman, Casares, and Delgado. Right? What do they all have in common? These were all client contracts. There wasn't really a preparation for this situation. So you have to think about teams like Seattle, right? How have they been relevant for so long and been in the conversation because they don't make bad contracts. They give themselves the space to re-sign these guys if they have to. But this is another fine, oh,
The gift that keeps on giving.
yeah,
You mean
keeps on giving.
remnants of the Klein dynasty?
Yeah, this is another reminder of what we were once going through, not so far back. So I think it has a lot to do with that too, right? Dayan was a great signing, one of very few. Mark also, and I think Mark renewed once with us. Brugman probably was 1 year too many. So
MVP, bro.
yeah, so that's one of the reasons I think this is happening too. Is just the contracts. We weren't prepared for something like this. Klein wasn't the kind of guy that would think about the
The future.
future and what it's gonna take to keep this team together. He's just like, oh, we like this guy. Okay, how much money do you want to come? That was it.
Yeah, because didn't we pay for what's his name, Siani or Siani?
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
didn't we
While he
pay
was
for him
in
like
play with
3 years
us,
after we let him go?
if
And I think
isn't it like MLS Cup champs, Yanni?
Hey, are we still paying for Shelvick?
no.
No, I think we're out of those. Are we still paying for? Well, the only one that I don't know, we might still be
Yeah,
paying for the
Cabral.
coach. No, for the coach, for the brothers.
Oh, Scalotto.
Oh,
We
Scalotto.
we might still be paying for them.
Escalotos.
That's the only
No,
ones
no.
that I can think of. But I think
Yeah.
all the players are out of the books already.
I don't know. I feel like we're still paying Shelvick, dude.
It might be, bro. You just never know. Fucking Klein. Fucking Klein.
Fucking Klein. I
Well,
mean, it is what it is, bro. We
meanwhile,
had to lose somebody.
I just before we turn the page on the annual bleach thing, I just want to bring up a poll that I ran on my
you
page and
you want to erect
asking
the poll?
people. Yes, all the time. Um, so yeah, it was a poll regarding Dayon, and the question was, that we had mentioned that there were reports that Tigres had made a bid for the annual leach, that you know they were offering this much money, and Dion's in the last year of his contract, and the simple question was, should Galaxy sell? Two answers, sell now, or try to re-sign Dion. 164 votes, and at the end, the final tally was 61.6% say sell now, and only 38.4% say try to re-sign him. So Eddie, they went to the Eddie school of general managership, and they decided to sell him. But at the time, it was like, selling the Tigres for this amount. not the Kansas City. Damn.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Look, I don't know if
yeah,
you guys agree, but I think selling was the right move, right? Because he wanted his bag, we were going to give it to him, so you don't want to let him walk away for free. The only issue is here that we saw a number from Tigres, and I think we're okay with that. But then out of nowhere, Kansas comes, takes him for less than that, then you're just kind of like, what the fuck? Then now it looks bad
Well, what's the
within
okay?
conference
Well,
and less.
what's the thinking behind that then? How does that benefit
Gam,
the Galaxy? I don't understand that part.
you can actually make money into your gam or into your bucket. You can convert the money that Kansas gave you into your bucket, but you
Three
wouldn't have
months?
been able to convert the money from Tigres selling
From
him
the Tigres sale?
internationally. You wouldn't have been able to use that money at all for your bucket. So
Yeah, but the
it
owners would have gotten that money.
yeah, but
Yeah.
fuck the owners. The team is the one that needs it.
Well,
The owners make
okay. Well,
enough.
that's why.
So
Okay, that makes sense then.
that's a
That part
straight
makes sense then.
strategic move in my eyes.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we need the
But
money so we can sign another player or use it to lower like a lot of the TAM deals and make another
Well,
and get
then
another
that makes
TAM
sense.
player.
well, Chewy, maybe I have stock in AEG. Fool.
Maybe you don't need that shit to go up anyway.
Well, then you know what that tells me. Then that tells me that ownership finally realized that they need the FO to do their job, and they're letting them do their job, and they picked the right person then.
Yeah,
Because if it would
tough
have been
decision.
Klein, it'd be like, all right, I'll give you guys your money. Here you go. You don't need any players.
Yeah. Let's let him walk away free. Let's pay him more this year.
Let's pay him
I
to leave. Great.
I wish we could have paid him more, but yeah, I don't think there's enough money in the Galaxy's
The salary
bucket
cap
right
would
now.
not. Yeah, we
Yep.
wouldn't have been able to sign anybody.
Hmm.
And let me say this first. I don't hate Dayon. I think this year he did great. Prior years, despite the numbers, I think he did even better. I think this year there was a lot of times where Edgar even said it. We need a striker. Obviously, the playoffs were the playoffs, and we saw what we did there. But I guess what I'm getting at is last year Dayon is not irreplaceable. So I'm not. I know in our chat there's a lot of panic. In this position, I'm not too panicked. I think the replacement is out there, and I don't think it's going to be a tough one to replace. Likability, maybe, but like Chewy said, fan favorites and what people like are cups. So
well, you know what
that's
the you know what the I think one of the things that give people some anxiety about this is because with every move that they made where somebody gets sold, like um, with Delgado, for example, the LA Galaxy already has wheels in motion to bring in somebody to fill in that spot, right?
Mhm.
But at forward, there's nothing. And in the offseason, we had even heard Will Kuntz say, hey, they asked him, are you guys going to go and get a new striker? And he's like, no, we're not. Dayon is our guy. We're going to keep him. And then all of a sudden, you hear the rumors. And then, like 48 hours later, he's gone. And you're like,
Damn.
okay, so do you guys know something that we don't? Do you guys have
look,
like
look,
somebody that
Yeah,
you're.
Very,
bro. But
very.
you know when somebody slaps you with cash on the face, you know that saying that we always say like, "Oh, I'll do it for $1 million," but nobody ever has $1 million to slap you in the face and do it. Galaxy's like, "Yeah, I'll sell them to you for $3 million." All right, there it is.
to what you said though, Edgar. The issue is that none of us are in that room, right? For all we know, Dan was like, "Cool, I agree to 1.7, whatever the hell the max time is, right?" And then he all of a sudden he gets hot in the playoffs. He scores the game-winning goal in the MLS Cup. He's like, "Nah, you know what? I want 5 million a year." That very well
Well,
could have happened.
did they disclose how much he got paid and he's getting paid in Kansas? No,
No,
Not yet.
well, for what I know,
not
this
yet.
year he'll still make the time or whatever it is that he's gonna make. If he resigns, then Kansas can give him more.
Mm,
Yeah, and both, let's remember that both Mark Delgado and Dayon were like in the last year of their contract. So
true.
a lot of
Expiring
people are
contracts.
out there saying hopefully, hey, hopefully at the end of the season, hey guys, he can sign them back. Man, these guys ain't coming back.
Nah, I would have won too.
I'm sure Dan's gonna love those summers. You know, those nice, cool, relaxing summers in Kansas. Where I'm just kidding. It's hell, dude. It's horrible. He's gonna that dude's gonna melt out there.
I would have won him back because what that means is that we failed to sign anyone better.
Okay, well then,
Yes.
what is the next move you think? Where do we
Miguel
go from
Berry,
here
man,
with
gotta
one
push him.
forward? There's no
Gotta
way,
push
bro.
Miguel
There's
Berry,
no way. There's no way we start the season with Barry. There's got to be something
Nah,
else.
you
'Cause
gotta
I
sign it.
refuse. If we start this season with Barry, that means we have failed the off season.
Now we'll bring in
I will
Perez
put
or
it to you like that.
we'll bring in
No.
Perez or what's the G2 one or V2?
Bibu.
No, V2. No, not Bibu. That one, that dude too is no. But what's the new team? What's the new G2 team?
Ventura
Vancouver County.
Oh, there we
Vancouver
go.
County.
Yeah, so we'll bring somebody from there.
No, dude, there's got to be something else.
Well, here you go, Willis.
We gotta believe in Miguel Berry.
Come on, Eddie.
Say
Come
his
on,
name
Eddie.
and hear what
Give it to me, Eddie.
All right. I'm gonna give it to you, Willis. Here
Give
you
it to
go.
me, Neo. Give it to me.
Well,
So-
here's a silver lining, right? Because we gotta find a silver lining in this.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay, well, the silver lining is that through all this, right, we've been hearing that the team is actually on the hunt for somebody and that they actually have a U22 forward that they're pursuing. No names have been revealed, no nationality, no league, no nothing, just that they're pursuing somebody. So, who is this mystery man? We don't know. At
Great.
least we
It's
don't.
Alex Hunter. I knew it.
I think what I was gonna say is don't panic. First off, Willis.
Too late. Too late.
Maybe it's not Miguel Berry at forward. Maybe Payton has to play half the season at forward. I don't like it. I don't like it. But what if Kuntz is playing 3D chess here? And Spenny talked about it in one of the episodes where next year is a World Cup year. Where is the World Cup? It's here. When do most big players make their moves? In the summer.
Summer.
What if they're
Yeah.
already in other people's ears? You know, like Lewandowski, for instance. And we have to wait it out to the summer. We have to at this point. But you feel confident that we bring a player of that. No, still Willis?
No, I mean no, not that. I'm saying no because okay, you can wait till the summer. By that time, it's gonna be too late, bro. By that time, with Barry starting as center forward,
Or Berry.
we're not gonna be in Champions League, and we're gonna be in bottom of the league.
Damn, bottom
So
of
by
the
that
league.
time,
No,
by that
no,
time,
Willis,
okay,
Willis,
it's
Willis. You,
exaggerating, but you get my point. That
No,
by that
but
time,
you
dude,
forget-
we're not gonna be competing for any titles.
Willis, you forget
So
one thing.
would you be okay with that?
No, you forget this, Willis. That we still Painso can probably play up there, or we still have Fagundes.
Bro,
Fagundes
you don't have a Ricky.
can
You don't have a
switch
Ricky
in
Pooch. You don't have a Ricky Pooch.
You have Sanabria. and we're
Marco
gonna
Reyes
talk
is
about
gonna
him right
play
now.
one game out of 5.
and get injured.
Yeah, you guys are banking on Marco Reyes like he has 25-year-old legs, dude. He's basically on
Definitely.
his way out.
I'm not banking on Marco. Marco has to play.
So
only
then,
like 30,
well, that's what I
40
mean.
minutes.
Where's all the creativity gonna come from? It's gonna come from Peck and from Paintsill.
Okay, okay, calm down, Willis. You have
Fagundes.
anxiety at the wheel. If you haven't seen
Panic
Inside
mode.
Out 2,
Panic mode.
there's anxiety right there.
What do you got against Miguel Berry, bro? Like, I don't think all that's gonna happen to Miguel Berry. Did your girl say like Miguel Berry was attractive and you hate him? Is it like personal or something?
You shut your mouth when I'm talking to you.
You know,
No.
Hey man, we're gonna sign a
dude,
6-month
Miguel-
contract with Zubac to bring him back, bro.
There you go.
Yeah, the
There's your
frustrating thing
forward.
about this move right now, though, to me, in my opinion, the frustrating thing about this is that LA Galaxy secured their cup, right? They got their MLS Cup. And the focus, it's really hard to repeat, right? We know that already. But the focus shifted to, like, get that Champions Cup, make a deep cup run at least in the CONCACAF Champions Cup. And all of a sudden, trying to come out of the gate in a CONCACAF Champions Cup, all of a sudden you're like, oh no, there's no striker out there, and they're bringing all these new pieces in the middle. Oh no, we suck again. And it's I'm not saying that they're gonna go have an early exit, which I hope not, but it's not gonna be as easy as some people expected. Like the whole thing with Dejan, yes, we kind of expected him to be moving on at some point, maybe in the summer, after a
Yeah.
cup run, but not like this, right before the preseason starts, right when all the teams are, already Galaxy already played a preseason game against the Pigeons, and now they're getting ready for the Coachella Valley, and they don't have a striker.
Panic mode. Panic mode. Panic mode.
Nah.
I'll agree that the Champions League dreams are kind of fading at this moment because now it's a very depleted team, right? And Nobody is not even here. Like, oh, he's here, but he hadn't signed, so we'll see how long it takes him to adjust. Our starting
Sanabria is what, a
striker,
defender, midfield? What is he?
midfielder.
The
Defensive
midfield.
mid.
Oh, okay. No,
Um,
but we also have Sean Davis, so he's ready to go. He should be a starter. In this team, he's a
hey,
starter pretty much.
best case scenario, Sean Davis is a John Nelson type situation. He was down
Best
to
case
Yeah,
the
who
scenario.
knows? Maybe. I mean,
but
after all these moves, though, one of the things I do feel comfortable with, ironically, is the defense. I
oh,
think the defense
Garces,
is going to be solid this year.
Garces is just an animal.
Hey,
Yeah.
what a difference a year makes, right? A year
Yeah, I
ago, our
know.
biggest concern
That's
was the
crazy.
defense, and now
Hmm.
this year the concern is like how they're gonna score goals.
How are we going to score?
Hey man,
Look at this over
tráete para
here.
atrás
He's about to
a
jump off the cliff.
bring back Johnny Perez, man.
Well, um, if you guys, I mean, uh, while the whole thing with Dejan was happening and he was being made to, remove all his items in a pretty much a big hefty bag, right? They didn't even give him a duffel bag, like here, a parting gift.
That's
No,
No, no,
nuts,
no, no,
dude.
no. Chill, chill,
Not,
chill. You guys are completely wrong. That's an Herdes bag. It's their new model. That's like
Hey,
a quarter of
there,
$1,000,000. All right, that's the type of Kanye
Hermes.
does. Okay,
there you go. Only the best for
so
Dejan.
you
nah,
gotta really look at the brand, bro.
hell no. This team, this front office is very cutthroat, dude. That shows a metaphor, and also all the fans can see. Get the fuck out of here, Dale, and you're trash.
Dang.
You're no longer on
Might
the
as
on
well,
the payroll.
might as
Get
well
out
throw
of
you
here.
your gear because you don't know how to play soccer. Damn.
Damn.
That's
Damn. Did
fucked.
they have that meeting with him, Eddie? And they're leaving the cracker factory.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
Um,
But
but what I was gonna say was like, meanwhile, back at the farm, Lucas Sanabria, that's pretty much a done deal at this point. Joining the team.
Yeah.
You probably heard about it by now.
yeah,
The story with him though is interesting. And we can talk about it. Is our good friend from La Cuna Galaxiana, Rob Halon, he wrote an article talking about Lucas Sanabria coming to the Galaxy, and he revealed something interesting where he said that just a few years ago, maybe a couple years ago, Sanabria was on the verge of quitting the football. It's just he was in the academy and things just were not panning out for him. And then his partner had a baby, and he came at a crossroads in his life where he was like, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna, languish here, in pretty much in the second division team, in the backup team, or am I gonna try to, make a push to being on the senior squad? And it just happened right around that same time, a manager that he had grown up with, pretty much that seen him his development, got hired for Club Nacional and gave him the opportunity to come on, and he took that opportunity and he became like a star with the team to the point where fans were really sad to see him go, but at the same time, like it was bittersweet. They're wishing him the best. So I really do believe that we're gonna get a guy who's still a diamond in the rough because he's still young, but has loads of talent. So
yeah.
kudos to Kuntz, right?
I I saw his like highlight reel and this with the eye test. I think he is a better version of Sergio. is what he is. A way better version. He's a destroyer. He breaks up a lot of plays. He anticipates a lot of plays. Again, this is the eye test. I haven't watched the full game. I'm just going off like what I think I see on those YouTube videos. Obviously, they're literally highlights, so they're only going to show the good. But again, he looks like a destroyer. He looks like he's really rough, and he's also good at dribbling out of tight spaces. He's dribbling and passing out of tight spaces. So I feel good about it. I feel better about it. I already felt good when Kuntz said that he really wanted this kid, and we've seen what Kuntz has done with the signings. So I think it's going to be a good one. I think him and Sadio in the middle, and with someone like Royce that can only do so much, it'll free him up, and he won't have to play so much on the defensive side of the ball. And hopefully it works out, and that can calm my boy Willis's anxiety a little bit down there.
Nope, not gonna work. Bro, Reyes is not gonna play as many games as you guys think. I don't feel. Either way, I mean, like you said, I myself am kind of in panic mode, but not really because of what happened last year too. You know, Kuntz and friends did the same dance where we were like, "Oh, what are they doing? They're signing unknown players, blah blah blah. This and that," and eventually things went into place. So I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt, but you just can't help but think like, man, what are they doing? You know what's going on? Why haven't we signed anybody? Season's about to start. It's gonna come upon us pretty quickly. So
Hey,
yeah, it's
we
just a
also
wait and
have
see type
that.
of thing.
We also have that Winder guy, so we'll see how he can play that. He's also a midfielder, center midfielder. So hey, you never know. Might be good. Might be probably not good.
True.
But hey,
Oh, okay, now I'm calm. See, Chew gets me. Chew gets me.
So,
Right.
like I mentioned earlier, Galaxy did play a match already. They played their first preseason match
Nice.
against the New York City FC against the Pigeons. Galaxy really did not the social media team really did not mention much about this game, and that'll tell you like what the result was because NYCFC was on there trolling the other Galaxy, saying, "Hey, post the final result, guys! Come on, post the final result." And I mean, take it with a grain of salt, right? It's the first preseason match, and
Hey,
the Pigeons won 2-0. But
but Edgar,
the one
if
clip that I saw
yeah,
was
hold on. Before we get to that
Zabaleta
clip,
getting put on skates,
hold
man.
on, hold on. That clip, I wanted to stop you on that clip. Before you got to that clip, that's the one thing I feel good about. That one clip shows us that at least Savaleta's been doing off-season work because he's in full season in mid-season form already. Go ahead, Edgar.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a player of that caliber, giving you that much sense of confidence, playing defense, then yes, definitely, we feel very confident about that defense, right, Willis?
Yeah, when is over here panicking? I feel good about defense, and then that.
Yeah, I'm confident he won't play. I'm confident on that. Hopefully,
Well,
that would be great.
with that game out of the way, Eddie, Coachella Valley Invitational is coming up. Expectations? What do you think?
I expect that people are gonna have fun, and hopefully the weather is favorable, and there's gonna be a lot of teams there, and that's it. No, I don't know. It's just gonna be it's just preseason, right? So I think, especially if they bring in new people, hopefully they can bring in some kind of forward, even if it isn't the guy that's gonna permanently do it. Right? I can't think of a name off the top of my head, but I'm just gonna say like if there was like a Joseph Martinez, available for like a flex seal real quick to cover that hole. So hopefully they can get someone like that in right now, so it can get in some and Sanabria can be official. Just get those guys acclimated and get them used to each other. Get some
Mm.
legs on them. It's also good for like Royce, that's upset with everybody moving. You're putting these guys together, uh, a tournament like this where they're going to be roommating, they're probably going to be breakfast, lunch, dinner all together. So it gets a chance for these guys to bond. And we saw how important that was last season, right? You saw a lot of moments from individuals' Instagrams where they were all having a good time. So hopefully that's what the Galaxy get out of the Coachella Valley Invitational. And win it, fuck it. I
And
don't know. There's a trophy.
And win
and
it.
Nag boys are going to be out there, right? Can we put that? Can we mention that?
I mean, but we're making it happen for some lucky nag boys here. Edgar will definitely be out there representing us. So
I know
that's cool.
Bryant's going to be out there as well. Don't know about
Chai.
Chewy. Chewy.
Probably not. I have a bunch of things coming up this month that I doubt I have any time to do any leisure stuff after this weekend.
Fuck it, we'll list her up.
Oof. Cool. I'm there. As long as they bring me a forward, I'm good to go.
There it is, Galaxy. You bring it forward, Willis makes the drive.
Yep. Bring me a forward, guys. Come on, Kuntz. Make it happen.
It looks really dope though.
So
It's like
yeah,
from what I understand, the equivalent of like spring training, right? That's something that's pretty
Mm-hmm.
awesome to get to. If you're like me or Edgar or Willis, I don't know if Chewy would enjoy it so much. Brian would probably wouldn't remember most of it, but being able to see like all these MLS teams up close and getting a first-hand look at what to expect is pretty dope.
Yeah.
Where you should worry, right? I don't know off the top of my head who's there, but go see what Kansas looks like. Go see what LAFC looks like now. As they're in a bit of a rebuild. Just teams that you may have been worried about last season and thinking they might make the push this season. You get a first look at it, right? If you've been watching sport long enough, you can probably get a good sense in preseason like how things are gonna go or potentially go. So I think it's pretty dope. Edgar, I expect a full report when you get back, and you better get everything right, or I'll never invite you again.
Well,
yeah,
that's what it's
man.
for, right? That's what it's
Hey, if
for.
anybody's
To get
wondering, I
all
should
the
be out there.
feels.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's just I was just saying that that's what it's for. That it's just to get all the feeling of every team, and honestly, the scores don't even matter, because we know that they just rotating players in and out. So it's just more to get all the people fit. Like Fagundes last year in that training camp looked really good, and we saw that really helped him out during the year. So it could probably do the same for Royce. I hope that'd be great.
There you, there you go, Willis. See,
Yeah.
that's all
See, I'm
Willis
talking
needs.
myself out the ledge. Nice.
Hell yeah, Willis.
Well, in the case for the LA Galaxy, I mean, they have to start to work hard to get things going because the Champions Cup is right around the corner. It's gonna start for them, I believe, at either the very end of February or like the beginning of March. Because at that point the first round matches will all be done. So yeah, first leg for the round of 16 is either March 4th or 6th. So LA Galaxy has not just an impetus to get ready for the start of the regular season. They gotta be at least try to get informed enough to play against either Herediano or Real Salt Lake in the Champions Cup, and not hopefully not stumble out of the gate. So there's that added motivation to try and work a little hard. So maybe the results do matter, because you don't just want to see what your guys can do, but you want to have a little confidence going into those tournaments as the season begins.
Yeah. And like we're gonna say, he'll be out there the 15th of February. Look for him if you want a picture, autograph. You also have a kissing booth, so look out
Yeah,
for that.
baby. Yeah,
Guys,
man.
It's worth the
So
admission, guys. Worth the admission.
so so I'm just random. I'm looking at something kind of interesting for the G2 for that. What's it? I forget the name. Uh,
Ventura FC.
there we go, Ventura FC.
Calentura, Romeo Santos.
So they signed a player that's been trying to get into the Galaxy or G2.
Me?
Interesting. That Nadar El Jinao, he's a German player.
Is that the social media guy?
Yeah. So he's officially signed to G2. He put it up on his YouTube. I was watching his YouTube right now. Interesting. He's a winger, so he's not going to make it to the main roster, but that's an interesting signing.
Oh, good on him. I hope he gets G2's some views. Maybe
Max
that's probably
Tam.
why they signed him.
Hey, LA will get him some views.
There you go. All right, guys. It is. I'm in the future here, so it's already tomorrow for me, and my future tells me that I need to go to sleep soon. You guys got anything else?
Boo.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Y'all want to do a Dejan fact?
Oh yeah.
One
Dayon
for the
facts.
road.
What was that one
Dayon
Eddie,
fact.
that the day he was born? You know, the doctor didn't slap Dayon. Or was it Dayon slapped the doctor?
There you go. Classic.
What
Yeah.
was the one that made you crack up, Eddie? That like when Dayon got old enough, he
Oh,
told something
hey,
to his
just hold on,
parents.
hold on. Does anybody have Instagram access? True, do you have it? True.
Instagram for Nag, yeah.
Yeah. Can you go to the questions? I forgot I posted questions because I can't. 'Cause I'm using my phone here.
Oh,
Oh
there you
yeah.
go.
To the one that Edgar was talking about. Yeah. It legend goes that they when they moved that out, he turned and told his dad, "You're the man of the house now."
I bet that's what he told Kuntz. I
Yeah.
bet that's
Oh
what he
yeah.
told Kuntz.
Toku's, you're the man of the house now.
Take care of her for me, please.
He rumors are that Dion left. He said now the future is left, and Galaxy has no future.
All right, so I have a quick question. How do I look at questions?
I think you can click on the story and then like slide up.
Oh, okay,
Uh,
cool. All right, yeah, that's how you do
Nice.
Legend
it.
has
Let's
it
go,
that way.
Chewy.
When Dayon cuts onions, onions cry.
They sure do, man.
All right.
Yeah, but this one went
Legend goes. Dayon keeps the light on because not because he's scared of the dark, but because the dark is scared of Dayon. Oh, I
Legend.
heard this. I heard this one yesterday. Somebody was telling me. Did you know that Joe Henry actually believes in Dayon, not the other way around?
Yeah, I heard that when Diego Chara goes to bed, he always checks under the bed for Dayon before he goes to sleep.
Oh my.
Oh, Dejan. Damn. Well, rumor has it.
Uh,
Not rumor.
it's
Legend says
interesting because
that.
we
Legend
go
says,
ahead.
hold on. Legend says that apparently John Cena can't see Dejan.
Damn.
Damn.
It's like that.
That's some
Oh
shit, bro.
man, it's interesting this relationship we had there on Jovelich because when he first joined the team, we were all excited about him, and then he had that rough time after when Chicha got hurt, and it seemed like he really didn't cut it. He had trouble adjusting to that whole system, and then he had his redemption year this past year. So many question marks about him, right? We kept saying we need a better striker because
We
it
still
just
do.
didn't look like he looked kind of awkward sometimes. And
Still
then
do.
towards the end of the season, he really stepped it up, right?
Playoff Dejan,
Scored some
bro.
bangers.
They once
Playoff
again,
Dejan.
Lewandowski's gonna take care of all these issues. But go ahead, Chewy.
Go
All
for
right,
Chewy.
so we got a question from GK13. How about that Royal Rumble though?
We can't talk about it
Yo.
because Chewy hasn't seen it, but it was amazing. That ladder match, KO.
Oh yeah,
Someone needs to check on KO. Make sure he's okay.
that was dope.
You know
Yeah,
what?
that was
I'm
awesome.
gonna watch it. I want to watch it.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, you
If you
should
don't want
watch
to
it,
watch
dude.
it
It's good.
all, watch the ladder match and then watch the men's rumble. 'Cause it's
Yeah.
It's over
Alright.
4 hours.
I'm not
4
gonna lie, bro.
hours.
Hey.
Damn.
The
I'm
event
not
was
gonna
over
lie. The
4
women's
hours.
is
So
dope, but yeah, it was just.
I'm just speaking on because I feel like Willis is not gonna want to sit there for 4 hours.
No, I'm not going to. No, you're right.
That's why.
Yeah, dude, I've seen it in chunks. I haven't been able to sit through the whole thing. I saw the women's half, and then I put it again, and then I finished it, and then I saw
You know
the
what?
ladder match. It's a long ass
Start with
show.
the ladder match. Maybe after that you'll want to see everything.
Yeah, but you know what though? That's why wrestling is so good when it's live, dude. Because when you're there, you don't even feel it. It's the best, dude. I love it. But to watch it now on TV, it's a different thing now for me.
Oh, am I hearing NAGn trip soon to whatever?
Ooh, that'd be great.
Hey, I'll tell you this about this city. I'd come back and we're doing like a big trip like that. It's nice, bro. It's not much to do. We found a cool arcade where you actually don't pay for the arcade, which is dope.
Nice. Hey Eddie, guess what I heard, man?
It's real.
I heard that Dejan Joveljic is the reason that Waldo is hiding.
Stupid.
Where's Waldo?
Oh my god. All right, Chelsea.
Any
more?
any other questions, Chewy?
Yeah, we got another question from GK13. How do you guys feel about the current roster? Back-to-back contenders? Question mark.
Question mark from us too. For now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Today, no. Right? Right?
Right.
Panic mode.
No.
Panic
Okay.
mode. Well, at least for me. Well, no, not really, actually. But we'll see.
All right, we
You
got
know,
another
it's on the chat,
question.
too.
Well, we got another question on Instagram from Sammy Ry _RY. It says, "What a stud."
Nice.
I don't think that's a question.
Damn, Willis, look at that. You got your fans out there, dude.
Cool.
We got random, but we got another question also from Sammy. Do a Royal Rumble lineup with the Galaxy players, and who would win?
Wait, all 30?
Oh. Royal Rumble lineup and all right.
Well, before he left, Dejan would definitely win.
Nah.
Nah.
It'd probably be a Miro Garces, dude.
Dejan hasn't watched the Serbian film, then he won't win.
So
Would it be only current or past Galaxy players too?
it's past Zlatan.
Nah,
No,
just
Zlatan is like-
Zlatan's straight, but not current. It has to be current.
Okay. So if we go base of like what we saw yesterday about spoilers, and Andrew knows what happened, I would think the winner is someone like Edwin Cerrillo. Right, Andrew?
Yeah, I agree.
Or no, John Nelson, because he made it to the lineup.
I was thinking more of him than Edwin Cerillo.
Probably
Johnny
John
Nelson.
Nelson.
John the Rock Nelson. By the way,
There you go.
at my house we had some friends over, and we just kept waiting at some point for like the clock to wind down, and all of a sudden here, did you smell what the Rock
No,
is
yeah.
cooking?
That's oh my god, that's what everyone was thinking. It was funny because where we ended up, we were like a little cool little hype crowd where a lot of people were standing. They weren't even sitting. They weren't even like in rows. It was like just a empty section. And there was just like when Tozawa got hurt, because there was the rumor floating around that there's gonna be like a number 31, and it would be the Rock, and they were like, oh, Tozawa's not gonna come out. That's gonna be the Rock spot later. Like, oh, that's right, nobody came out. And then fucking Speed came out, and what a fucking spear he took, dude. If you
Dude,
see
he
the
folded him in
motion-
half, man.
Oh, I
Yeah.
seen that. I seen that on TikTok. I was like, damn.
So fucking hit, dude. He didn't
Yeah, he
prepare
took-
for it. He never looked. He never turned fully to take the hit. He took the fucking hit.
Didn't he get hit from the side too, or something like that?
Yeah. Like he wasn't
Who's
like
your-
fully. He wasn't like squared. He got hit kind of by the side.
Who's your?
Oh my god!
So we would say.
Y'all running for fucking Chewy. Hold on.
No, it's fine. I
I
just don't know who won, but everything else
Oh.
is fine.
Uh,
I know Cena didn't win. I know that.
Yeah. Hey Eddie.
Yoshida would be seen in this situation. McCarthy is probably Logan Paul. Uh,
Yeah,
Miguel,
that's true.
Miguel Berry is John Henry.
Wait, Gilberry is who? Who'd you say McGilberry was? Oh,
John,
Joe Hendry?
Joe
Yeah.
Henry said John. Joe Henry. I believe in Miguel Berry.
Who would beat Tasawa, dude?
This is how he doesn't get to fucking helmet. Gets hurt and loses his spot.
Yeah, facts, dude. Facts.
There you go, bro.
There you go, guys. Your Royal Rumble lineup.
Recap.
LA Galaxy edition.
I can't think of who the tribal chief, who the Rollins, and the CM Punk are.
I don't think we have
Tribal
one
Chief
right
is
now.
Maya Yoshida, man. He got his
Well,
Ulafala
he's
back.
seen her.
No, he's
Oh, it's gotta be. What about Ricky Pooch?
nah.
Yeah.
Ricky Pooch is like,
Ricky Pooch is a rock because he never showed up, huh?
damn.
Damn, dude. Come on.
I guess we'll have to think about those, right?
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna
I got
pick-
another day on fact. for you.
Pick is Rollins because Rollins is my favorite, current favorite.
Nah.
Nice.
So I got another day on fact for you guys.
Go for it.
So
There you go.
I heard
You're
that
taking
Dayon.
us home with this, so make it good.
Huh? What's that?
Make it
We
count.
make it count.
Okay, yeah,
This
I'm
is
gonna
it.
make it count. I heard that Dayon, he once ordered a steak in a restaurant, and then the steak did exactly what it was told.
Cool.
Ooh.
Come on, Eddie.
Oh, damn it.
And with that,
Thank everyone for sticking up with us. Oh, I'm here.
I don't know. I'll give Diego Fagundes Penta.
Nice.
No.
What about
Fagundes?
Fagundes versus Cáceres? Because, what are Wiles and old versus new? Whatever. Anyways.
whatever.
No, Sanabria versus Fagundes. Anyways. Thank you guys for tuning in on this lovely Sunday night. I am very tired, so I'm gonna start signing us off. Find me in real life. Don't look for me online. Or here in Indianapolis, be here. Find me in the airport. Early in the morning. Edgar.
Yes, sir. Y'all can find me on Twitter, Instagram, as Edgar Nag. I have some plans coming up for the midweek show. We're going to have previews of the CONCACAF Champions Cup. I'm also going to be a guest on the No Other podcast, which is the one that covers Kansas City, regarding Dejan Jovalic. That's going to be tomorrow. And I'm also asked to be a guest to preview the LA Galaxy season for the MLS Battered Fans podcast. That's going to be sometime in the middle of February, though. I'll keep you guys posted. But yeah, it's starting to get busy again, so everybody get excited. And as always, hey, Wu-Tang for life. Let's go.
Oh, by the way, the little apple, Ricky Pooge is CM Punk. You know what? Ricky Pooge is a bit of an asshole online, so he could be CM Punk.
It's gonna be injured for a long time.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Tight.
Willis.
You can find me on Instagram as Will I Am a Realtor. And you can find me as my government name on Facebook. Damn.
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 Hey, catch him watching the Royal Rumble when we set off.
Oh, you can catch me watching Not the 4 Hours. Go for it.
If you
Why
if you
should we
guys
do
are if you guys are looking for a house up in North California, go to Willis.
Central.
You guys can find me as Travis J.A. Travis Ha on all my social media. It's pretty easy, pretty simple to find.
Hey!
All right. Again, thank everyone for tuning in. It's been another episode of News Across the Galaxy. For Edgar, Willis, and Chewy, my name's Eddie. We're going to be out of here. Until next time. Keep on nagging.
Keep on nagging.
Keep on nagging.
Hey, where did Eddie go?